What's up, guys? Skyle is here with Gears of War Lessons, episode number 12. I'm talking about positioning this episode, and before I get started, I just wanted to say that there's a lot of information in this video. I had to put a ton of text in there, so hopefully you can follow what I'm saying as well as the text. If not, then go ahead and hit pause and read and whatnot. I think I gave enough time, so. Alright, I'm just going to go right into the video, actually. So, first thing we need to talk about is right-hand advantage, which is concept that kind of drives Gears. Is your character's always on the left side and their gun is in your right hand, so you can sit behind cover without actually being in cover, which is a pretty big thing because it means that you have a ton of mobility. You can hard aim without actually popping out around the corner like you would if you're sitting in cover. I think it's something a lot of new players don't really think to do as much as experienced players. I hardly ever sit in cover. Particularly if I have right hand, then there's no reason to sit in cover. You should just go ahead and sit behind the wall. And otherwise, it's like sometimes I'll use it, but for the most part, I'm just right-handing and going from spot to spot where I know I can right-hand. And having a good idea of the map and what you can do on the map as far as which spots you should go to is real important. So knowing all the different spots that you can right-hand on each side is real key to being able to be in the right position for each fight. Another thing I wanted to talk about was how battles in Gears, especially 1v1s, are really just a series of decisions that you make really fast. So you have all these positives, negatives of doing each thing, and in your mind, subconsciously, you instantly make the decision and you do it. And the more you play, the better you get at making those decisions. So, again, as I've said in, I think, almost every single video so far, the thing that you can do to improve your positioning the most is to keep on playing, which is going to be true no matter what. There's really no way around that. One thing you can do is think about every time you die, what decisions led to you dying, and that's a good way to more rapidly learn positioning and realize why you lost fights. Because a lot of times it's hard to tell why you lost a fight when sometimes it seems like the guy got lucky or he got some random shot on you, but really it was because you made some decision that put you at risk when you didn't need to be at risk. And in Gears, one of the big concepts is one person's always the aggressor and one's usually the I don't want to use the word defender, but they're usually trying to either run away or get a quick one-shot on you. So and the way shotgun fights usually go is that if you get wounded, then you try and go in for a one-shot and try and get the, I guess you call it lucky, but yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. So, again, it's like there's a constant back and forth, and your role changes and your decisions change in a blink of an eye. So, the more experience you have, the less likely you are to make a bad move. And again, as that video shows, go ahead and learn from your mistakes. And I'm actually going to see the exact same scenario in this clip on a different map, of course. But he's going to come on my left, I'm in cover, and this time I'm going to shift over, hard aim, and finish her off, which is the correct way to approach that situation. There's not really a better way to do it. So, again, the more you play, the more you'll learn the do's and don'ts. And another big concept is weakening your opponent and then making the push from there. So, in that case, I hurt him with the Lancer, and then I went and pushed with the shotgun because I wasn't sure if he was going to keep close range or far. And in that case, he tried to run away. And here's what I was talking about with the aggressor and defender, where the moment that I hit him, even though he had right hand, he was at a huge disadvantage because I had already hit him. So he ends up trying to run away, and then I have to push the on the offensive. And same thing here. This guy has to make a decision if he's going to push or if he's going to try and run. And he turned around and went for the one shot and missed. So a lot of times if you get someone hurt, you want to push, but you want to stay outside their one-shot range. So you want to be kind of dancing between the one-shot range. It's like I was talking about with the Retro Lancer in last week's video. You just want to sit and you have to be real good at knowing the range, but once you know the range, then you can just sit outside of it, keep chipping away, and you'll eventually get it down. And that's a good way to keep your deaths down too, versus pushing in and going for a one-shot all the time, which a lot of people do as well. So if you can get the first shot, then you can chip. If you're behind and they get the first shot, then you want to go for that one shot. And that's kind of the ebb and flow of how most games go. So that's a good general rule of thumb. Another big thing that's important is keeping track of the map. So always know, kind of have it in the back of your mind. I used to call it competitively, I used to call it a mental map of the map. So you have a general idea. It's kind of like the overhead view. You know how you can hit B and look at the map, but it's all in the back of your mind. So whenever you see someone, you're kind of adding into your map and populating it and keeping tabs. I'm gonna stay quiet here so you guys can see or listen to this guy. Yeah, the sounds in Gears 3 are much louder than Gears 2 or Gears 1, so it's a really important thing to have headphones or turn your sound way up. A lot of times I'll hear someone chasing me and then run behind the nearest corner and then wait for him for the easy shotgun kill. And speaking of traps, this is a trap I like to set up top of the stairs. You just kind of wait, and as long as you stay off the wall, eventually people get bored and they come up. It never fails, really. I've had, like, I'd say 90 times out of 100 I'll end up getting it, so 90% of the time for those that don't want to do math today. So you just kind of sit and wait, and then it's pretty simple. See, they're gonna come right into my trap, and we're just gonna go ahead and end the episode on that note, actually. But I got a little bit of a redemption. I'm not sure if you guys are paying attention, but what was his name? Venji Man was in the video. He got killed, I think, 6 or 7 times. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a bonus clip in here that's going to be his redemption. He's actually a really good player. It just so happened that all my clips were on him. So I'm going to throw a little clip in at the end just for you guys to see something real cool. I guess you can call it positioning. I think it's one of the best spots that I've seen on the beta. So enjoy. See you guys next week.